me. Hoping you speak English.
Yeah, I speak English.
Brilliant. I just have to tell you something. I was just there when I noticed you.
Yeah.
Like striding really fast, like proper like an angry cat or something.
But do I really look like that?
Well, you're very tall, very long leg, maybe more like a, I don't know, flamingo. You look very cute.
Thank you.
But what I really notice is you have a very interesting look. It's European.
Yeah, okay. I'm from Latvia.
From like Riga? I know Latvia.
Yeah.
I was there 3 months ago, yeah. I know Latvia. Right, because you don't look very Russian and Latvia is very Russian. So you're Latvian.
Yeah, Latvian.
Right.
Also, there might be 40% Russian blood.
I heard that because you got like Baltic, right? Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Lithuania is very Lithuanian, and as you get into Latvia and Estonia, it becomes more Russian, much more Russian, doesn't it?
Yeah, because the picture and everything. But for Lithuania, it's easier now.
I would never have thought you're Russian. For 2 reasons, right? 3 reasons. Number one, you smiled when I said hello. Russians are very serious.
I don't agree with that.
Really?
Yeah, because I think they're more open-minded than we are.
Really?
Really, yeah, it's just, I think so, yeah. Because when I was in Russia, it was completely different, everything there.
But they were very nice to you
Yeah.
over in Russia, right? You must have been in St. Petersburg or something, right? That's the friendly Russian city, I heard. It's the more cultural one. Right, that hasn't been my experience. I mean, I like Russian people, but normally when you talk to Russians, they don't show much emotion very quickly.
Yeah.
Also, you're too colourful to be Russian.
Really?
Look at look, just count how many colours, right?
I don't know.
Pink, brown, black, green, dark pink, different brown, blue. It's like, you're like a rainbow that's been like messed up.
I feel like that.
So, is it hipster? Are you like a bit arty,
Yeah.
a bit creative?
Yeah, I'm a creative person. Just not right now.
Not right now.
Yeah, my mood is...
Oh, so there's a bit of deep frustration in there. Let's not go. Let's think happy thoughts.
Not go there.
Let's think happy thoughts. Right? Hard to do with the English rain, but
Oh no, it's actually sweet right now.
tell you what, I love walking around in autumn in London.
Yeah, it's nice.
So long as you're wrapped up, you have the right clothes on, so you don't feel the cold. When walking through the parks, when all the trees are like bare, and it's like. In England now, the sky is like a blanket. It's like you literally can't really see into it. I love that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Like my hometown always has that. Because do you know Newcastle?
Yeah.
I lived there my first 18 years. I mean, it's my hometown, but it's famously rainy and cold. But it means I actually like it. So where are you from? So you're from Riga, right? Or you're from a little town near it?
Like 2-hour drive from there.
That must be like the other side of the country then.
More, it's like 85 kilometers from the Estonian border.
So you're inland, you're not against the sea, right? Because Riga's on the sea, isn't it? So you're like a country girl.
I am. I guess so. I don't know anymore.
So like your whole childhood was milking cows, getting eggs from chickens.
Yeah, like 15 years of my life, like that. But yeah, it was nice then.
So what was it like when you first started living in a big city? Must have been quite different.
Yeah, it's also exciting. Everything in the rush and everything. It's something different but exciting. I came there because I want to study acting. That's why I came there. In Latvia, there's no point in starting to do like that.
So that's why you came here?
Yeah, that's why I came here.
So you're studying acting now, or trying to get into it, or?
I already got last year, but I want to try to get in RADA. So I'm gonna do that this year, hopefully.
So when you were a kid, you were in like the drama clubs and doing like the Christmas performance at school?
No, I was more like athletic girl.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I really don't look like that.
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking, what would be your sport, right? Not horse riding, of course.
No.
Not boxing.
I tried it for like when I was 17. Yeah,
Tried what?
boxing. Really. But it was like more like there were like a bunch of the guys and I was the only girl there. So.
I have to say, like, I do boxing. I used to have like fights when I lived in Japan, and I hate training with girls.
Why?
I hate it because, right? If you train seriously, it feels bad punching a girl in the face. You're like, bam, like this, right? You want to go soft, but if you go soft, the girl keeps going hard, and then like wins, and then you've been beaten by a girl, right? There's no way to win when you train with a girl.
That's like guys didn't like girls there. I was the only one there for a while. Then there was another girl, but then I quit, so she stayed alone.
But you know what's even worse? Doing judo with girls.
I've never tried that.
But you know this, you know it,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
And you know the big reason? You're like, when you're like training, you don't know where to grab. You're like, oh, sorry, sorry, like that, you know.
That's the thing with this sport.
Basically, you go.
Yeah, I played basketball for 2 years.
So you're very sporty.
Yeah.
Are you like well coordinated, like hand-to-eye coordination? Can you do this?
Oh no, don't ask me that today, please. I'm not gonna move, okay?
So what you're up to today? Like you looked like you were walking somewhere with a plan. You seem very determined.
I'm very shopping. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it.
You're not sure if you're going to make it? There's loads of time.
No, when the shops close today, it's Sunday.
Yeah, but not till like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. or something. It's Christmas.
I still need to buy some Christmas presents as well.
I think you're worrying over nothing. You have like 6 hours to go shopping or something.
4 hours.
Unless you're indecisive.
I just spent 2 hours in a bookstore, so
2 hours in a bookstore. And not reading, just picking books up and looking at them and then wandering around and
because
picking
I
them
have a
up.
lot of the different interests.
Like, your English is quite good, but you won't know a lot of the more like unusual words, right? Naturally, it takes time to learn. Do you know the word scatterbrained?
No.
How about ditzy? Do you know the word ditzy?
No, definitely.
Right. Right, this is what scatterbrain is, right? Normal people, their thought goes in this direction.
Yeah.
Scatterbrain is like, whoo, shiny thing. Whoo, da la 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 la. Whoo, ba 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 ba. Whoo. And then they finally get there. So if you were like walking around a bookshop for like 22 hours,
No.
maybe security thought you were shoplifting.
Probably. I don't know.
So what do you read? What do you like? I mean, I love reading. It's like probably my second favourite hobby. I'm reading a lot of Dumas at the moment. I love reading the classics.
I haven't done that a lot of the time for a very long time because I just don't have a plan for that. You know, I love classics. I also a lot of psychological stuff. Yeah.
Well, like pop psychology or the academic psychology?
Academic.
That's what my mum does.
Yeah. Well, I guess for a while I wanted to study it when I was like 15, so I started to read a lot of this stuff.
It's a fascinating like subject because I like people watching. Like, I find people very interesting.
But you know, psychology and acting, it's sort of runs deep.
What do you mean, like method acting, where you get like really into the character?
I like method acting better than just learning the lines and you just go and don't put anything in the character. Just like act like you're the same person as the character.
You know, I like. I mean, generally, I'm a man. I like movies with like gunfights and explosions and car chases, right? But when I like acting, I like actors where you forget it's the actor.
Yeah.
There's no Al Pacino is always Al Pacino.
Yeah.
He's always the same character. Keanu Reeves is always Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
But like some actors, like say, who would be a good example of this? I saw a movie with Christian Slater where he plays like an pompous loser who goes crazy with a gun at the end and shoots people.
Yeah.
And he's like really like uncool. So Christian Slater originally, you know, like he was like quite the cool guy actor, did a bit of action move. But in this one, it's really easy like to forget it's him. I've seen, do you know Being John Malkovich, the movie?
Yeah.
I didn't realise Cameron Diaz was in that. She's the girl with the big hair who's like...
Really?
Yeah, it's actually Cameron Diaz. I didn't know that until I saw her name at the end. I was like, yeah, it was like... And she wasn't hiding her face.
Yeah.
It was just her acting was
It's just because
so
we're
like...
not used to seeing her in that kind of place, that's why.
Yeah, normally she's just short skirt,
Yeah.
right? Like flashing her tits, right?
Yeah.
But she's actually a good actress. So, I like that stuff. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So, what's your name anyway?
Inetta.
Inata.
Yeah.
Inata. Does that mean anything?
I don't know. A lot of people keep asking me that. I don't know. I should call out then.
I've never met an Inata before.
Because it's not really popular name in my country as well. I think, yeah.
What are the proper names? They'd be called like Agnes, Aiga, what are Latvian names?
Liga.
Liga, yeah, that's a very common one.
Yeah.
Elena, there's probably a lot of Elenas or Alenas, is there?
No, I haven't met anyone, but I guess, yeah. What's that thing? We had 2 teachers like that, yeah.
I think Liga's the top one. It's funny how some countries are like that.
Christina is probably most popular.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite common everywhere, that name as well.
Yeah.
It's not specifically Latvian.
Yeah.
For example, in Serbia, I was in Serbia quite a lot this year. Milica is the most common girl name. It's like every girl is called Milica. It's very like Serbian name. Alright. So look, I don't want to keep you from shopping, but I do enjoy talking to you, you know. And you're a pretty girl, and you're very friendly. You're very how do I describe it? I don't think you're shy, but your style of speaking is similar to shy people. If that makes sense.
I guess I'm asleep now. No, I'm not shy, no, but say it better.
You have a very soft way of speaking and talking.
Yeah, but I'm not in a mood, you know. Sometimes I'm more like a crazy person. I'm really outgoing, but I'm just not really in a mood.
Yeah. Caught you at an unusual time, eh?
Yeah, it's not my day. The whole week's been just
I'm sorry to hear it. Sorry to hear it. Well, look.
It happens sometimes.
Tell you what time is it? 1:30. You go do your shopping, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll not keep you any longer, but look, tell you what, I would like to see you again. I'll take you out for a cup of English tea. Yeah. And you
I
can be,
don't like English tea.
well, you
with
can
the
learn.
milk and everything.
You can be like an English lady, you know, the finger out when you drink, your chin up, back straight, like Audrey Hepburn.
Not like that.
Oh, this guy's wearing very interesting clothes. Anyway, look, I'll grab your number because I've got to go and meet my friend now.
Osman, can I make a chat that Sophie, can you get some food?
Sorry, fella.